It's been what? It's been like 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote? In 2 weeks, I went from the highest high to being unemployed. Lost my job last night, got a phone call. The repercussions of what Elon Musk are doing with the USAID has real repercussions for real people. For the last 7 years, I have been a shift lead on Project Bus, where we studied to find out if the wheels on the bus went round around or not. And all of a sudden, Elon, who's not even elected, gets in, and I'm out of a job. What do I tell my family? What do I tell my kids? This isn't a joke. This USAID stuff is not a joke, man. It's affecting real people. And the worst part is, what if we never figure out if in fact the wheels on the bus do go round and round? Does nobody care?
We voted for Trump because he promised while he was campaigning like a million times that when he got into office, he was going to bring down prices, bring down grocery prices. The inflation has been high ever since COVID, and he promised he would bring that down. But it's obvious to me now that that was not true. Egg prices have skyrocketed. The bird flu is killing all the birds, and he doesn't seem to be doing anything about that. He's stopping disease communications from the disease centers in America, pulled us out of the WHO. Like, how does that help anything? And yeah, all he's been doing is taking away rights and freedoms, or trying to. He's not doing anything about the economy. So yeah, we totally regret our vote at this point. We've had a really tough time here in North Carolina. Half of my house got washed away in Hurricane Helene, and I applied for FEMA assistance and we got approved. But now Trump is canceling FEMA and emergency assistance to people. He's also canceling.
Family, currently there's a trend in America known as the Fafo season, the Fafo season, and specifically in regards to the leadership of Donald Trump. For somebody who does not understand what this word means, it's an acronym for F around and find out, F around and find out. In the context of parenting, Fafo season refers to a trend where parents allow their children to experience the natural consequences of their action, promoting learning through real-life outcomes rather than preventive interventions. This approach encourages independence and critical thinking in regards to children. But right now, we are talking about these in regards to Americans and to their complaints, with the leadership of the President Donald Trump. Regarding American sentiments towards President Donald Trump, recent polls indicate a decline in his approval ratings. A Reuters Ipsos poll shows that 44 of respondents approve of their performance, down from 45 in January, while disapproval has increased to 51%. 51% of the people do not have faith with the leadership of Donald Trump. Economic concerns are being promoted, with 53% of Americans believing the economy, is on the wrong track. Specific policies have led to job losses, particularly among scientists and federal employees. The Trump administration's significant funding cuts to the National Institute of Health, the NIH, have jeopardized biomedical research and the careers of numerous scientists, prompting some to consider leaving the US. Additionally, mass layoffs across federal agencies, including the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, NASA, and the Internal Revenue Service, ARS, have been reported as part of broader government downsizing efforts. These developments have led some individuals who voted for Trump to express regret, particularly those directly affected by job losses and policy changes. For instance, some supporters have been disheartened by the broader social implications of these policies, leading to a divided opinion among Americans. Right now, there's this trend of Americans, Fafo, Maga, just crying and saying that they do regret voting for Trump. This has brought mixed reactions. Some say that they do not care, of others regretting. They just made a wrong decision from the start by voting for Donald Trump. So guys, I want you to watch these videos of different people complaining about the leadership of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Some even regretting why he was re-elected as the leader of the United States. Let's watch this together, guys.
Here in Missouri, we were proud to vote for President Trump, but now we're definitely regretting it. Last year under Biden, we got approved for a $250,000 cost-sharing contract with the Department of Agriculture to improve our water systems on our 300-acre cattle farm. It's beneficial to both parties because we get a break on the cost of labor and construction putting these new pipes in, and the general population gets healthier cattle, healthier beef, etc. So basically we front all the costs for the labor and construction, and then they reimburse us. But in January and now in this month, Trump's put all these executive orders to freeze all these contracts. So we've already fronted over $100,000 getting these new pipes in, and now we're not going to get reimbursed. If we call and ask, they say they don't know when the funds are going to be there or if they're going to be there at all. I couldn't believe that Trump would do this to us. We've always supported him. But then my friend sent me an article on what he used to do as a real estate mogul in New York, and apparently he didn't pay companies all the time that he did business with. So I don't know if this is ever going to get solved. We can't afford it. I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, y'all, I never thought I'd say it, but I'm going to say it. I regret voting for Donald J. Trump. I regret it. I regret it. I can't believe it. He is getting rid of the USAID. These people were literally making it so that people in Arab countries that throw gay and transgender people off of buildings, he was, he got rid of the program that was teaching them to have tolerance for those people. The USAID was spending millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to try to integrate transgenderism and all that into their daily life. We were spending millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to teach diversity to Middle Eastern countries, y'all. I mean, are you for real? And now y'all are just going to get rid of it? Y'all are just going to get rid of it like that? You don't care if people that are gay and transgender are getting thrown off buildings in those countries. Y'all just don't care. And now I can't believe it, but I regret voting for Donald Trump. I can't believe I voted for a man that does not want to fund gay and transgender rights in other countries. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're just going to continue to throw gay people, transgender people, queer people. They're just going to continue to throw them off of buildings. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. We need to spend millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to try and get them to change. Will they change? Probably not. But the millions and millions of dollars that we're throwing at them, it could make a difference. You don't know. You don't know. It could make a difference. It could make a difference. But now we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know because Trump and his minions and that Elon Musk, who nobody voted for, by the way, okay, is just taking the USAID and throwing that money, into something that, makes sense. Like what? They're gonna use that money to help homeless veterans or something? We don't need that over here. We need to fund diversity in other countries in the Middle East. We need to fund that. Why are we worrying about our veterans here? Why are we worried about drug addiction here? Why are we worried about anything here in the United States when we can be giving all those millions of dollars to the people in the Middle East to stop them from throwing gay and transgender people off of buildings? I never thought I would say this. I never thought this day would come. I really didn't. I mean, I thought I knew what I was voting for, you know? I thought I knew. But Donald Trump, man, he's just out of control. He's out of control. He's trying to save money for the American people by taking money away from organizations that are just giving our money to... they're just trying to diversify. They're just trying to diversify. They're just trying to make it so that gay and transgender people don't get killed in their native countries. I mean, come on. Come on. If we don't do it, who's going to do it? I can't believe I'm saying this. Donald Trump, how dare you? How dare you stop spending those millions? How dare you stop spending those millions of dollars to try and help those people not get thrown off of buildings when you could be helping? I mean, are you kidding me? And now you're trying to use that money here to help people here? I don't get it. I just don't get it. God, you're such an evil, evil man, Donald Trump. And Elon Musk, don't even get me started, okay? Don't even get me started. All I could say to you is, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you.
Well, wouldn't you know? So now you're finding out that Americans, you voted for Trump there, you're finding out that you may not get your Christmas bonuses because of the tariffs, because your employers are going to need to, quote unquote, stock up on supplies before the tariffs kick in. Ooh, people have been explaining what tariffs are for a long time now. Democrats have been trying to tell you it's a bad idea. FAFO. FAFO.
I need you to hear me on this. I need you to seriously hear me, because I mean this 100%. I mean this. I feel this so deeply in my gut. If you voted for Trump, if you voted for him and you regret your choice, you are no better. You are no better than the people who voted for him and don't regret it. You think just because you feel guilty now that you deserve forgiveness, that we should embrace you? Fuck you. You didn't vote for him because of what you thought you were gonna gain. You voted for him knowing what was gonna be taken away from everybody else. You just didn't think that you would be a part of it. You thought that you were gonna be protected, that you were gonna be excluded. But newsflash, dummy, he doesn't fucking care about you. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He never did. Which we have been saying, which everybody else has been saying. But now that it affects you, now that you are gonna have to realize with these next 4 years how shitty it's gonna get for you too now. You want all of us to embrace you. You don't deserve fucking forgiveness. You really don't. Fuck out of here. Fucking trash. Like, I fucking hate you guys. And hate is such a strong word. You know, if you know anything about me, I was just about to end this video, but no, if you know anything about me, you know that I try to go for the peaceful route first. You know, I don't try to use the word hate, but I fucking hate you guys. You guys don't fucking have empathy. You don't have compassion. You only care about yourself. You're incapable of caring about anyone else unless it affects you. That's disgusting. You're vile. You're fucking sick. And I have no more patience left for any of you guys. And a lot of people feel that way.
Family, those right there are sad videos of people who voted for Trump lamenting, crying, just showing their regret for voting for Donald Trump as the president of the United States of America. This is not only affecting Americans, some of the people who have been affected are other countries, because you understand that America has always been a superpower. The withdrawal of Donald Trump from some organizations like the WHO has affected not only Americans but other people all over the world. Look at Africa right now. Most of the health supplies were coming from the US, and right now he's called for the abolition, or rather for the stop of the supplies. When you look at the internet, you'll see people complaining even in Africa that right now there's the end to the USAID, United States Health something, that people are losing it, there's been constant supply of things like condoms, for just to ensure that people have safe intercourse, the supplies have been reduced. Seeing Americans crying, saying that they are losing their jobs, saying that Donald Trump promised this and that, he promised a better economy, and they continue to struggle. Prices of commodities are going higher and higher. When I look at such things, I just I feel for them. Somebody was saying, I regret voting for Donald Trump. He's getting rid of the USA ID. This is somebody who believes believes in the gayism and homosexuality thing. She says, I don't believe I voted for a man that does not want to fund gay and transgender rights in other countries. I do respect each and everyone's opinion. According to her, she feels that just hit her hard. The fact that policies are going to work against her. They're gonna start throwing them off buildings in other countries. Another lady says he promised while he was campaigning that he was going to bring down prices of commodities since inflation has been high since COVID, and he promised to bring it down, but now it's obvious that that was not true. Prices are skyrocketing. These America has started to look like most third world countries where when leaders come into positions of leadership during the campaign period, they lie to you, they tell you they'll do this and that. Then once they are employed, once they've gotten that seat, they do the opposite. She says she has a lot of disbelief, in the government of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has only been in power for less than 4 months now, but people are struggling. People are already started to complain. Some other lady says he pulled us out of the WHO. All he's been doing is taking away rights and freedoms, or trying to. He isn't doing anything about the economy. We totally regret our vote. Half of my house got washed away in a hurricane around Carolina, and I applied for assistance and it got approved, but now Trump is canceling emergency assistance to people. People are complaining left, right, and center, especially with the policies that Donald Trump is bringing in place in America. Now that's why the Fafo season is trending. Fafo season just against, Donald Trump. People are just and waiting to see how it will turn around. People are waiting to find out how things will go. People are just there. Most people are regretting, say they thought that he will actually make America great, but that is not the case right now. So it's been crazy and people are starting to get tired. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about these complaints by Americans in regards to the leadership of Donald Trump. Let us know in the comment section down below how you were affected with the policies that keep on changing in America. From the country that you are in, we understand the US is actually holding a lot of countries in terms of support. Let me know how your country has been affected, with the withdrawal from these fundings. Let me know in the comment section down below if you see Trump as a leader that will actually make America great. Guys, you can also like this video so that it can be recommended to other YouTube users, and I'll be so grateful. Thank you, and see you all in my next episode. And before we leave, kindly let's subscribe to the channel. We are in the road to 50k subscribers. Let's make that happen soon. Thank you, and see you all in my next episode. Goodbye.